Welcome back to Your Skin, Your Story. I'm your host, Diyah. And if you tuned into the last episode, we talked about something that doesn't get enough attention. The idea that healing isn't lazy, it's maintenance. Today, we're going a little deeper into something that a lot of people struggle with, and that's pouring from an empty cup. If you are someone who naturally shows up for people, this episode might hit home because a lot of us was raised to believe that being a good person means always being available, always helping, always supporting, always giving. And there's nothing wrong with being caring. There's nothing wrong with being generous with your time, your love, your energy. But the question we don't ask ourselves enough is what happens when you keep giving, but nobody is refilling you. And I see this along a lot of people, especially women. We're the friend everyone calls when they need advice. We're the ones who's checking on everybody. We're balancing work, family, relationships, responsibilities, sometimes all at the same time. And somewhere in the middle of that, we forget to check in with ourselves. Now, let me bring it back to skincare for a second. Think about it. I want you to think about the aloe moisturizer. Moisturizers work because it seals hydration into your skin. It locks in moisture so your skin can stay healthy and protected. But imagine trying to seal a moisturizer into your skin that's already extremely dehydrated. No hydration, no nourishment, nothing there to lock in. You could apply the best moisturizer in the world, hence Glow with Purpose Aloe Moisturizer. But if your skin is already depleted, it still needs hydration first. And our energy works the same way. You can't keep sealing energy into people's lives if you don't have energy yourself. You're running on empty. You can't keep pouring into everyone else if nobody is pouring back into you. And here's the tricky part. A lot of people don't realize they're doing this until they hit burnout, until they feel drained, until they start feeling resentful towards the very people they cared about. And that's usually the moment where you realize something needs to change. For me personally, I've had moments where I had to sit back and ask myself, am I giving because I genuinely want to, or am I giving because I feel like I'm supposed to? Because those are two very different things. Sometimes we give because we care, but sometimes we give because we're afraid of disappointing people. Sometimes we say yes because we don't want to seem selfish. Sometimes we stretch ourselves so thin trying to keep everybody else comfortable that we end up making ourselves uncomfortable. And the truth is, boundaries are not about pushing people away. Boundaries are about protecting your energy so you can show up in a healthier way. Think about your skin barrier. Your skin barrier is literally designed to protect you. It keeps moisture in, but it also keeps harmful things out. When your skin barrier is strong, your skin needs balance. But when it's compromised, you start seeing irritation, dryness, breakouts, sensitivity. Your emotional boundaries work the exact same way. Without boundaries, everything gets access to your energy. Other people's stress, other people's problems, other people's expectations. And before you know it, your emotional skin barrier is completely compromised. So, learning to protect your energy is not selfish, it is necessary. And I know that word boundaries can make people feel uncomfortable sometimes, especially if you're someone who's used to being the reliable one, the dependable one, the one everybody can count on. But here's something I've learned. People who truly respect you will respect your boundaries. And the people who gets upset when you start protecting your peace were probably benefiting from the lack of boundaries before. That part might be uncomfortable, but it's real. Now, this doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It just means you start caring about yourself too. Because when you take care of yourself first, you actually have more genuine energy to give. When your cup is full, your support comes from a healthy place, not from exhaustion, not from obligation, not from feeling like you're constantly sacrificing yourself. Just like hydrated skin glows, a person whose energy is protected moves differently. They show up calmer, more present, more intentional, and that's the kind of energy we want to bring into our lives, especially while healing. Because hustling while healing means learning how to build your life without draining yourself in the process. It means being intentional with your time, intentional with your energy, intentional with who gets access to you. And sometimes that means saying no. Sometimes it means taking a step back. Sometimes it means choosing rest over responsibility. And that's okay. Because when you stop pouring from an empty bottle, something powerful happens. You start pouring from your overflow instead. And that's a completely different kind of energy. So if you've been feeling drained lately, this might be your reminder to check in with yourself. Ask yourself where your energy has been going. Ask yourself if you've been given more, or have you been giving more than you have been receiving? And most importantly, ask yourself what you need to refill your own cup. Because your peace deserves protection too. So, in the next episode, we're going to talk about something that a lot of people don't realize is connected to hustle culture. And that's the deeper reason why some of us feel like we've always worked so hard. Sometimes the hustle is ambition, but sometimes it's something deeper. So we're going to unpack that next. Until then, take care of your skin, take care of your energy, and remember, your glow tells a story.